Hey, we're live together and we're having a threesome.
with the wines. Wine.
We have 3 wines.
Oh.
And where?
Now, am I supposed to turn this on or are we waiting on that?
Not yet. You're going to come into mine.
Okay.
To start with.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah.
All right.
So
we're experimenting here.
So welcome everybody to
Welcome.
Wild Women with Wine.
Woo-hoo!
We've already had 1 glass of wine.
Can you tell?
Because we're together and we're in Hollywood together.
And we have alcohol issues.
We've been hanging out by the pool, dipping our feet, and the weather's gorgeous.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you got to turn your volume down.
That's right. I knew there was something I forgot. All right.
So that
I have no idea what's going on over here.
All right, so we're having some technical difficulties.
What else is new?
We're gonna come in.
So I'm going.
Join me.
How?
Like you usually do. Ask to join me. Okay.
Oh, that's how I do it.
Yeah. And then I'll say, okay, Karen
right.
joined.
Here we
go.
Request to join. What the heck? It went away. Send request.
Okay, we'll see if she. I think
Will you accept me?
I'm going to accept you. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Did you?
How nice.
All right. So we're doing Wild Women with Wine from Hollywood, California tonight. Hi.
Oh.
Gotta turn your volume.
Turn down your volume.
All the way.
You can hear us too. Turn yours on.
Yeah, I don't think we need to hear us.
We don't need to hear us.
Okay.
Okay. Though, tell us if there's a problem with the sound on your guys' end. Because if there is, we don't want to be part of it.
Are you getting like bad feedback? How's that working
Well,
for you?
look at look.
I know we're together. It's like crazy. It's like forcing.
Why? This is very silly.
Well, because we're gaming the badges thing.
Oh, okay.
Because it suggested that if we did badges and it is echoing.
Okay, so let's just turn mine off now.
Mute yourself.
I thought you muted me.
How do you mute?
I muted me. I'm down. I'm as down as I can be. Maybe you're not as all the way down.
Well, but mine's the main one, so.
Well, we don't need to mute you.
I know, but it's all the way down, I think. Isn't it? Nope. Okay.
Is that better, boys and girls?
I don't think so.
I think it's still on. All right, we'll turn this off and then we'll turn it on later.
All right, we gotta figure it out though. All right, how do we mute? How do we mute you?
I don't know.
All right, so if anybody knows how to mute Karen,
let us know how to mute me. Because people have been trying for years. Many of them has tried to mute me.
So is it really echoey for you guys? Like, are we getting a bam bam kind of thing going on? We don't want some always bam bam.
Are we getting banned? I think I don't know. Let's just.
Well, people are still here, so they're not leaving.
Don't leave yet.
Don't leave us.
See, it's interesting.
It's actually better. Okay.
It's actually better.
Yeah, because we turned ourselves down.
All right, so
I was just having that conversation.
No,
with
it's
your
echoing. Yes, it is. All right, I'm just turning this off. This is too silly. We can always come in later on and switch to my channel if necessary. Okay.
All right.
But why are we still?
It's just showing the repeat.
All right, I'm gonna just turn this off.
Somebody said it's not bad. All right. Well, here we are, just on us. So come on in.
So I don't need me.
We'll figure out how to mute you. So we're going to switch it up. We're going to do part of the show on mine and part of the show on Karen's tonight.
Just for the fun of it.
Just to mix it up.
Because we want to confuse the entire world.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really about the badges. We're trying to get badges.
Well, we're trying to figure out because Instagram keeps inspiring us with these different offers for badges. And
they keep dangling the carrot in front of us, and we just keep jumping like little rabbits.
Right. So we're trying to figure out. So does anybody know, like, when you're on a two-way thing here, how to mute one of them? So if you can give us that instruction, then we'll come back in.
We'll come back in. Thank you for that, Dinzy. So we had some discussion topics to bring up.
We did.
And I have them on my phone, so now I can use my phone to do that. Okay,
right.
So here comes some of our discussion topics. Okay, and you guys tell us what's interesting.
Okay.
When you're dating, and it's like a first date, and it's the end of that date, and you're not 100% sure you want to date that person again, what do you say to the other person?
In other words, how do you break it off when it hasn't even started yet?
No. You're not sure.
Oh,
You're like, maybe, but I'm not sure.
you need time to process.
I need time to process, yes.
Okay. So how do you create a pause between the first date and future dates?
Without like doing what I used to do, which is like, would you like to be fixed up with somebody else?
Just decapitate them, right? I've got a girlfriend that you might be
I
interested in.
I did do that.
Did you?
She was interested, and she went out on one date.
Did it work for
Okay, no.
Oh, okay.
This guy made the mistake of saying to me, I've been on this is my 13th first blind date, and no one's ever gone out with me on a second date.
They should never say that.
Well,
have a good night and then say, call you later. There you go.
Have a good night. And yeah, I had a lovely time with you. And you know,
so if you don't say, I'll call you later, if you just say, call you later,
or talk to you later.
That's less committing. Is that
talk to you later?
Yeah. Catch you later.
Or catch you on the next time around on this earth.
Yeah. I'll call you when I call you.
This is one of the best names I've ever seen, unless I can't see straight because it's
Did-a-dicky?
Oh, Did-a-dicky. How did you come up with that name? I love it. Did-a-dicky. It's better.
Stutters.
Did-a-dicky.
Or she did-a-dicky.
Did it lucky. Catch you on the flip side. That's what I was talking about.
Catch you on the flip side, yeah. I don't know.
It's just awkward. It's just so awkward at the end of a date when you're just like, clearly you had a nice time talking as a friend, but you just don't really want to see the person again. Or maybe you're thinking you might want to see them again, but you don't want to commit to it.
What would happen if you just said, I had a good time,
mm-hmm.
but I'm in kind of a funky place right now, so I like to give myself a few days to kind of get a sense of how I felt about the date. And you might hear from me.
You might hear from me, or you might not. And yes, of course we are. Guess which foot is which?
Brian just had an orgasm.
Brian.
Did you just have an orgasm, Brian?
What? My dog.
So we have our badges up. So you could give us some badges,
yes,
Brian, because
send
both
a badge, and you might see the other.
We
foot.
both just bared our souls to you.
Oh,
because he's always asking for that. Like, oh, show me just your souls. It's like I tease him with my souls. I'll give him just a little side view. Or
if you want, I would even give you the heel.
Oh, or to 2 feet at once. How does 2 feet at once work for you?
Oh boy, we better get some decent.
Have you ever
badges.
masturbated a guy with your feet?
Probably. I don't remember. Have you? I know I've done it with my boobs. It's called waterboarding or something like that.
They call it the Bulgarian.
Oh my goodness, she's literally. I love her when she gets drunk because I'm hearing all kinds of crazy shit. Oh no, this was just. Are you okay?
Yeah, cancel.
Okay. I thought that was a question. If you guys have questions,
good singer.
And hi to you, Zeko, Zan, and JJ, and Cabin Boy, and Lulu, and D-Day.
So just an FYI, I forgot to eat lunch today. So.
Oh, do you need some crackers or something?
No, I'm good.
Oh, I don't want you to be hungry.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, you're just fucking fucked up.
I just might get a little.
This is the way I like her. She gets all lubed up.
Yeah, they
all like that. Do they have a nice scent? Are you talking feet?
Yeah.
We will tell you once we see the badges come. Don't give any freebies. What are you doing? How are you so double jointed altogether?
They all smell good.
They do smell good?
Yeah.
Okay.
My daughter, when she was a little girl, she used to put her stinky feet in my face and go, smell them, Mommy. They smell like strawberries.
She still do that?
No, because they didn't.
And you love,
that's so cute.
That was a birthday gift. Yeah, an artist made that for the podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom. If you have not already heard it, I do a podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom, and I would appreciate it if you would let me know if you like it.
It's a great podcast.
Yes,
amazing.
Thank you very much. This one's been on it several times.
Yeah, she has the best guests.
I really do. I especially like when I'm driving in the car and I hear myself talk.
I had to share that. You got my recording.
All right, tell them what happened.
So last week we were talking about make Karen's shows crack her up, and I said, you make yourself laugh while I make myself cry. And I told a story about just a recent story. I was driving a long distance, and all of a sudden on the show, on the radio, comes on a woman talking about something that had so meaningful, and
you started to cry.
It really touched me, and I was crying.
You could relate to this woman?
I could totally relate to what she was
like
saying.
Speaking to your soul?
So totally.
Was she like?
It was as if she was in my mind.
She took control over everything, and she just like, I'm like, it's like a robot almost.
Oh my God, I was just shocked, and then I realized it was me.
Oh man.
It was a recording that my husband had recorded, and that somehow it got into my playlist. But I hadn't heard it for, years. It's been several years since I recorded it.
You should put it out there now. Maybe it's the universe telling you should put it out.
Did you think it was worth putting out?
What yours?
Yeah, I sent it to you. Did you listen to it?
I didn't know that was what that was.
That's
what that was. Oh, I thought you were like sending me some sort of PDF for our graphics.
No, it was an audio.
Oh, I gotta listen to it.
Oh,
should we hear it right now?
No.
Hey, beautiful roses. How are you ladies doing? Dirty South.
We're doing
great. I'm drinking. I got to catch up to this one. This one's like a guzzling wine, and she's not sipping it at all. It's not ladylike. It's just like guzzle.
Sometimes you gotta guzzle it.
Anyway, so we had a couple other questions that came up.
Okay.
Another question was, do you ever define the relationship when you're dating somebody, or do you feel like it should be understood? DTR. If someone says, can you please define our relationship?
What are we?
We've been dating 6 months.
What are we?
What the fuck are we?
Yeah.
And you know what? That's poor communication.
Yeah. What the fuck are we? Don't say that.
It's been 6 months, and I have no idea what you're thinking.
Yeah. Well, and my feeling about that is that if you have to ask, you don't have much.
Yeah. It's not good.
You don't have what you're hoping to have if you have to ask. I think those are things that you know, right?
Right.
That's I think, I feel, I know.
I also feel like at some point or another it was discussed. Like, for example,
it was discussed, like in disgusting, or
no,
discussed like had a conversation.
It could have been a disgusting conversation. But it could be a disgusting discussion. No, what I'm trying to say.
That question, yeah, it's like, oof.
Well,
nobody likes to be asked that, but some people feel some kind of pressure to ask that, and usually that's the one that doesn't feel like it's where they want it to be. Right.
I always think of like that initial time with someone. It's like a teeter-totter, that one person's got more power than the other, and it's just like, it seems like, but it, you just have to know that it's going to balance out at some point, or maybe not. It's still the honeymoon phase. But it's 6 months in, maybe, and you haven't really figured out what's going on. It's time to have a talk, but it's also time to think about, maybe it's not going there.
Well, I wrote I think it's an amazing article.
It spoke to you.
Yeah, it did. It spoke to me. But it's called Hormonal Beer Goggles. And
I love that, because
have you not read that?
I think I have, but I wrote a similar article, said it's like the trimester theory.
Well, see, I think you got to have 2 years.
Oh, you have. I don't like to put numbers on it.
Well, because between 6 and 18 months is when the hormone high wears off. And after 18 months, between 18 months and 24 months, that's when you really start to feel like, okay, this is somebody I could really get to know.
Or looking at, or this is someone who has some flaws, but I can deal with them.
Right.
Because everybody does, except for me and you.
The 3-year mark is when people recognize the flaws.
See, I don't know.
The red flags.
I don't know how you came up with these numbers, but
I made them up.
But of course, they ring true.
No, it's actually scientific. So because there is a 3-year. This last year, I had more couples come into counseling at the end of the 3rd year of their relationship than I did any other.
Well, COVID also might have been a factor in that.
But,
a lot of divorces.
but why just 3 years? It wasn't 20 years. It wasn't
that's
12
a good
years.
point,
It was 3
yeah.
years. So it's
So
like
you're
3 years
thinking
is a
3
pivotal time.
Because I was
The
trying
honeymoon's over at 3 years.
Okay, this is what I think. It's very similar philosophy. I call it the trimester, but it doesn't really have to do with like a pregnancy or anything. It's just trimesters.
Okay.
Meaning, it could be 6 years for the first trimester. It could be 2 months for the first trimester. But that first trimester, in general, forget the numeric value because there could be long distance. There could be all kinds of shit going on. That first trimester is like the honeymoon phase when everything looks great. Like you had the hormonal.
That might last a week.
That might last a week.
Right.
You know, it might last 2 years. It
Right.
could last 6 years. Whatever.
Right.
The second trimester is when you notice that this person is not perfect and it's got flaws. And some of those flaws are like game breakers. You know, like they could be like the guy.
Deal breakers or game changers?
Oh, shit. Sorry about that.
No, I think they're game breakers.
It's a game breaker. It's when it's a deal breaker when a game changer meet. They come together and they become game breakers.
Yeah, we got it.
Do you like that?
I love it. I'm
Okay.
going to use it.
I'm
Can
gonna
I borrow it? I'm
yeah.
going to write it down.
write it down. Will you write it
Game
down?
breaker.
Game breaker.
I want
You guys, you heard
because
it.
we've got it recorded.
All right. So the second trimester, you got the guy that tells you, if you're a girl, I have to have 6 drinks before I go to bed every night. That could be a
game
game
breaker.
breaker.
That's worse than a red flag.
Yeah, it's a
You
worse
know?
than a red flag.
Yeah.
It's not the last reason, or my last relationship ended because I was in jail. Deal breaker.
I've
Deal
only
breaker.
murdered 3 people.
I only murdered 3,
Yeah.
but I've managed to get my anger under control. Or it could be something like, you know, I don't like the guy's perfume or cologne or whatever, you know, and that could be worked. Or I don't like the way the guy dresses. I have
He
people
leaves his
that
underwear on the floor.
leaving underwear on the floor or socks.
Is that a game breaker?
It's a game breaker. So you guys know what I'm talking about, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Now the
All
third trimester.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, so the third trimester, that's an interesting trimester because the third trimester is when you have seen these whack-a-moles that you've been pushing down, and now it goes Game Breaker, the new podcast with Karenlee and Dr. Nancy. So you see these things that have come out.
Great reality show. What's your game breaker? All right, hold that thought.
Oh no, here
right,
we
go ahead.
go. No longer are we doing Wild and with Wine. We are now doing Game Breakers.
But a reality TV show.
And a reality TV show.
Yes.
So, okay, someone should not be drinking. That's
We
what-
could do a reality TV show too. Brian, I
Anyway,
like
that last trimester, that's when you see these things and you're like, I can live with them because everybody has them. There's enough good in the win column and in the lose column that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like pros and cons.
that. Yes.
All
So
right.
it's the balance sheet.
The balance sheet
Looks
looks
good.
But yeah, you're more in the blue than the red, or the black than the red.
Or depends on what country you're
At least you're not black and blue.
If you're black and blue, that's a game breaker.
It's a game breaker. All right.
Okay.
So guys, do you know
That's not
what
funny,
do you know
right?
what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the third trimester could be all of these could be very long periods of time or very short periods of time.
Right. It doesn't really, to me, it's like it varies depending on so many factors.
Yeah. Well, this is true.
Because, I mean, you might not be living in the same country even, you know, or the COVID could go on and you had to move in together. So, you know.
Well, one of the things that's kind of surprising to me is how many relationships break up after 20 or 30 years.
Yeah.
Because most of us would think they'd worked through those kinks.
Or have,
right?
I never understood the couple that's been together 20, 30 years and they have like 4 kids. I'm like, wait, didn't you get it after the first kid that
Right.
maybe
This wasn't a
this
good deal.
is not a good idea. Why do you keep having kids?
Yeah.
So I never understood that either. Anyway, how
So
long
we do have badges.
Yes, we got
So
badges.
if you want to
We
support,
only have 6 people on, so I'm thinking we should switch over to mine and see if we can get
Okay.
more
All right.
momentum here.
so if anybody wants to put a badge up, we
Do
would
it
really
now.
appreciate it. Do it now because we're going to switch over to
We're
Karen's
switching
channel.
over to Karenlee Poter. See if we can drum up some more victims there because we only have 6 of you guys on right now. And we say guys, we mean girls, I guess.
The 7.
Or, oh, as soon as we said this,
I know.
people started coming in now.
All right. Come on in.
Come on in. The water is fine. Anyway, so,
All right. So-
all right.
So we have Game Breaker.
Game breaker.
All right.
Let's see.
So, all right.
Should we let Ibram Desert come in and Kadiana, Colette. I think we should try.
All right. All right, but you got to behave because
Yeah, if you start
I'm really fast with my finger.
Oh yes,
So
she
we'll
is.
be right. We'll be there.
And,
Okay.
So no whacking off.
Okay.
Let's just start with that.
Yeah, if you do that, we will block you forever.
Oh yeah, if we knew how to do that.
Hello.
I think we need to turn it up a little.
You have to show your face.
Yeah, turn the light on you.
Okay, how do we get out of this?
What
How do we stop the live?
You don't want the light?
Well, all right. Are you trying to be in the live with us?
There he is.
I don't speak English.
Oh,
You don't speak English. Oh.
What language do you
I
speak?
don't speak English. I am speak Berber.
That's
I am from
good.
Morocco.
What was it?
We appreciate you listening and watching and being a part of our show.
But I have a question as to why you're wearing sunglasses. Oh, you're not.
No, there's his face.
I don't understand you.
Can you make it louder so I can hear him? Okay.
This
What
and
tell us a fun, sexy word in Italian. Are you Italian?
Berber.
Where are you from?
Wait,
Morocco.
I am from Morocco.
Oh, Morocco.
Oh, I've been there. That's a cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool place. What part of Morocco?
What?
What part
I
of
am
Morocco?
I am love in Merzouga, Sahara.
Sahara.
Oh, okay.
Sahara. Hey, yes. Desert.
And how did you find us?
لا تغرد ما وين
I am drinking. It's
Go away. What are you drinking?
Cheers. Cheers from Hollywood, California.
تحاول راحة كاليفورنيا
give me your number, you please.
You got it. You're talking to it right now.
Well, thanks for joining us. Do you have a question?
Do you have anything you'd like to share with us?
أتوسيرا ما تنيت تمام
We need a translator who can translate for.
It's almost 2:44 a.m.
It's a late night for you. All right, this has been fun, but we gotta go. I don't know.
You are very nice.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
We're going to go to Karen's channel now. We'll see you over there.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.